Hello everybody, I'm Sniping is Fun, and in this video, it's going to be the part 1 of my series of videos I'm going to be doing between today, which is Wednesday, all the way up until next week when Nintendo has their conference, I think on Tuesday. I'm going to be doing a series of videos. Some days there will probably be more than one, other days there pretty much will just be one, maybe some days there won't be any. But it's a series of videos I want to do, and I've been planning on doing this for like about a month or so now, and I wanted to wait until we got closer to E3, and now we're about a week, away from that. And the series of videos you'll be seeing here is how I would do Nintendo's E3 conference if I had the ability to pick what games they shown, what they did, the order of it, time, stuff like that. And each video will be an individual little section and everything. And I'll be doing like the Wii section for one video, the DS section, 3DS section, Wii U section, pictures, and then order and stuff like that, like separate little videos. But part 1's going to be what I plan on doing with this E3. What my meaning behind everything is when I go out there and do everything I have to do in the conference, at the end of the day, what my meaning behind the entire conference is supposed to be. And basically, it will be 3 things. 1, we're going to be pushing the Wii U like crazy, showing a ton of support for it. It's going to be on the show floor, it's going to be in the conference. We'll be doing anything and everything to build up hype on that system. 2, the 3DS, we'll let people know there's even more games. There are even more games coming out for it. And there's first-party support coming, and second-party support coming, and third-party support coming, and let them know about all those games. 3rd, we're going to let the people know that the Wii and the DS still are going to be getting support. We would let them know that, yes, the 3DS is already out and the Wii U is on its way, but we know not everyone is going to be able to jump on those things. We understand money is a problem sometimes, but we understand our consumers. We like our fan base. We like our fans. We would like to give them more support for the ones that can't necessarily make that jump yet, because we can still make profit off of them technically. We wouldn't say that but that's what we would be thinking, behind the scenes kind of a thing. We'd be still getting profit from that fan base before they can finally make that jump to the next generation handheld and console from Nintendo. And that's basically the whole point of how I want to do, like how I would overall want to do the Nintendo E3 conference of 2012. I would want to show off my new system because I want to build up hype for when it gets released in the fall, so we can get pre-orders on the system. We would get people hyped for the system, games coming out for the system within either the launch or the launch window of the first couple of months leading up into early 2013. And then 3DS, we'd want to try to find more games out there and get more games out there so people would want to buy the system. More people would want to buy the system. They'd be seeing these games coming out. We'd talk more about like Kingdom Hearts. We'd talk more about Heroes of Ruin and Theatrhythm Final Fantasy and Rhythm Thief. And then we'd let them know about newer games coming out that are pretty much going to be released like, the holiday season of this year, at the end of the year. And that. And then when it comes to the Wii and the DS, we would want to, for the DS, just to show that there's just a little bit more support coming. There's games like Pokemon and all that coming. And we'd want to let them know, if you don't have a 3DS yet, here are some DS games. You're going to be able to enjoy them. Here you go. And if you have a 3DS, here's some DS games. You can play them on your 3DS. You can still enjoy them. Here's your Pokemon and whatever, and here you go. For Wii, my main focus with this, and if I was Nintendo, and this is how I would expect them to do it, and if I was in control like I'm talking about right now, how I would want to do it. E3 2012 is the last E3 conference in which the Nintendo Wii, the original Nintendo Wii, is the current home generation Nintendo console. It still is their main system out there that people currently can still buy, because we can't buy Wii U yet. That's not out yet, and we would know that the fan base can't buy that yet until about 5 months after E3, around November-ish or so. or if they have to, maybe in 2013, depending on when their money income can actually go along with them being able to purchase purchase the system and games for it. So I want to show that, yes, we know that the Wii is ending, but we know that there are people out there that still want games. We know that there is still time left where it is the main console, and this is the last E3 in which we can still say the Wii is that. So we want to do something special for the Wii and actually announce some games that would lead the fan base up, the crowd up, our fans up who buy games for our system, the gamers, that they can buy up until the Wii U. And then we'd also let them know, and I would make sure to reassure this for the DS and the Wii, more so for the Wii, not so much for the DS, but more so for the Wii, that even when the Wii U does come out, there will be support here and there. Maybe not a whole lot of support, but support in general here and there, so that they don't feel like they're being left out, because they might. You have to think about it like this, and I, as Nintendo, would have to think about it like this. There's not a lot of people that would be jumping on the Wii at launch, the Wii U at launch. So we'd want, and they'd still have their Wii, they still want to buy it, they'd want to buy a Wii U, but they're not able to buy a Wii U just yet. They're going to wait a little while. But they might still want games for their system, for the Wii. So I would reassure them that there will be support here and there, that, we understand where you're coming from. We don't want to lose your business. Because if we don't do anything for you, who's to say that you're not going to go elsewhere? You're not going to go to the competition or anything. We would like to keep you around. We'd like to support you. So that's what I would want to do. I want to let them know there's going to be support up until Wii U, and that's where the conference E3 is going to be about. It's going to be mainly show floor. We just probably about 10-15 minutes maybe on the actual conference itself. Between Wii and DS, we let them know some games and show some pictures or a little trailer or something, I don't know, for at least 1 or 2 games. And then they'd be mainly on the show floor. And that's what mainly E3 2012 would be about. But then I would let them know that there's going to be more support after Wii U, maybe not a whole lot, but something that can tide them over for the certain people who won't be able to get a Wii U until maybe the end of 2013 or E3 2013 or maybe even 2014. There's people out there that might not be able to jump on that bandwagon just yet. So me as a company, I want to find out the best way possible and do what I can to make sure I can keep as much the fan base around and get as much profit as possible. And if I can try to get support out there for all 4 systems, I think that's the best way to do it. Because if we leave a system behind when someone is not able to jump on that next system just yet, we're losing out on profit and the possibility of them going over to the competition. And we care about our fans. We don't want them just to feel left out, because if we make them feel left out, they look elsewhere and they might not be able to find what they want elsewhere, and we'd be doing an injustice to our fan base. And I would like to make a loyalty between me and my fan base as Nintendo, to want to actually show them that we understand where we're coming. We care about them. Whereas as a business, we would let them know that we still want their profit, we still want money, but we care about them in the end and what they feel like when they use our products and when they buy products from us. At Nintendo, you mean? I'm talking about if I was Nintendo. So that's my whole point of this conference. That's what I would be doing in this conference. I'd be pushing the Wii U to get as much support as possible, showing that the 3DS is getting a lot of support still coming, and hyping up people to want to go out and buy it, and showing that there is still support for the DS and the Wii. I'd make sure there's support going for all systems. I would, like I said, I'd be pushing the 2 new systems, and I'd show there's still, older system support, and for the Wii especially, because this is its last E3 as the main Nintendo home console. And that's part 1. That's my overall concept for what I'm going to do, what I would do with this E3. And now in part 2 and the next few parts, I'm going to be talking about what games I would reveal for certain systems. And then parts after that, I talk about the order, or how I would do from beginning to end, and rough estimates of time, and then some pictures I edited like in Photoshop or something at the end, and something like that. I hope you guys liked part 1. see me in part 2 to find out how I would do the Nintendo E3 conference in 2012. I hope you guys like this piece. Please subscribe if you want to, and see you guys in the next part 2 of this video series, and see you in my next video outside of this series.